never changes His sunnat, that He never changes His way. So the decree of Allah the Almighty's way is that of triumph. And secondly, the way of Allah is that such wrongdoers will be destroyed. Thus, this is a warning from God Himself, that if earlier people faced a sorry end due to their opposition, then today the same God exists. The same God promises, who is the master of all powers. Allah the Almighty says that, have you not travelled the land? Have you not seen? أَوَلَمْ يَسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ فَيَنْظُرُوا كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ كَانُوا أَشَدَّ مِنْهُمْ قُوَّةً. That why do you not assess the history of nations? What does their destruction teach you? Nowadays, on television programs, in magazines, just sitting in one's homes, one can see this earlier destruction. That how many nations have passed, that due to various disasters, they were buried. Entire habitations were eaten up in the ground. In fact, even in this era, we observe that when earthquakes occur, then many townships are completely buried. So therefore, for those who want to learn a lesson, this is a great lesson for them to learn. By mentioning this in the Holy Quran, Allah the Almighty has already enjoined the Muslims to do things sensibly. That do things sensibly. Do not act in such a way that history repeats itself on you. But alas, that despite this warning, Muslims have forgotten this dreadful warning. God Almighty states that every person who is extremely arrogant, every person who has confidence in his schemes, and who is intoxicated in the conceit of his power, Allah the Almighty says that this arrogance, it will be of no use to you. Allah says, وَكَانُوا أَشَدُّ مِنْهُمْ قُوَّةً, that those in the past were very powerful. First of all, they were more powerful than the current governments. Secondly, in comparison to those prophets, they were much more powerful and stronger. But in worldly terms, the prophets have no standing. But when Allah's decree is set into motion, when He makes a decision, that is, a decision to destroy a particular nation, then they were all annihilated. Allah the Almighty, by safeguarding this sunnah, this way of His in the Holy Quran, informs us that the Pharaoh-like and powerful people in every area, and also their followers, they have been told that first of all, your power is nothing compared to the might and power of God. Secondly, the declaration of Allah of helping the people of God, despite their apparent weakness, He makes those weak people powerful, because the power of Allah is behind them. And a time comes when those who are considered powerful become a part of history. They are completely annihilated. Nobody knows where they were and where they went. Therefore, those who oppose the people of God should come into their senses, and they should realize the reality that opposing those who have been sent from God is to oppose God Himself. And Allah the Almighty is He, as He says Himself, that وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعْجِزَهُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَلَا فِي الْأَرْضِ, that Allah is not such that anything in the heavens or the earth should frustrate His plans. Thus, a foolish nation assumes, or the people of certain areas and countries believe, that we are powerful, that we can subjugate these insignificant people who are small in numbers. If you look at this from a worldly perspective,